That was that one that we looked at that I was like, oh, they had the 3D printed thing. And all I
Yeah,
wanted to know about was the comic book.
same.
So that's
Yeah.
really
Did
cool
we
that
look
he
at it
like
on your
came
channel?
on. I think it might have been my channel. And I was like, how does this campaign exist when there's no comic book to go with it? Like the comic should have been a part of the campaign. But it's cool that he's got the actual comic book now. So we can have a link or something
No
to
kidding.
send
It's
people to
nice
the
to
comic
actually
book.
see what those 3D prints actually, belong to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Previously,
So what is
Um,
Call Sign Orion?
it's a sci-fi action adventure set 1,000 years in the future. It follows Orion. He's the leader of what's basically the equivalent of a Navy SEAL team. They're called the Alphas because it's the future and everyone gets around in ships. They're also fighter pilots. You're looking at the F-26 Aerostar, which I have a. You see that?
Oh,
Okay,
there it is.
little 3D
Okay.
printed miniature.
We
Well, let me
have
blow you up.
talked. We have talked about this
You
Yeah.
have?
in the past, Jake.
Yes, we have.
Well, we actually got a name for it. Okay.
I paint them too.
Like a lot of times people don't name their spaceships in like a sci-fi setting, so that tells us that we're definitely going to be getting a lot more when it comes to like the sci-fi setting and the spaceships, actual battles.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of world building. Um, Also, for getting on the mailing list, you'll get yourself a pop socket. That's free. I'm
Oh,
giving
no.
that to every
Yeah.
subscriber.
Pop sockets rock, dude.
Yeah, I like these. They're functional
That's
art.
awesome.
They go on the back of your phone. So a little free merch there. Anyone who shows this off on social media gets a 20% discount on any campaign I have up right now. So I have two campaigns up before I've launched the book. So I know it's a little unconventional. One is the F-26 Aerostar.
That's
You
the
can
one.
get one to yourself, or you could get a painted one. I also got glow in the dark ones. Um, and the other campaign I have is in collaboration with a friend of mine who some of you may remember from All That and Malcolm in the Middle back in the 90s, Lisa
What?
Foyles. So she's signing these cards. And this is the
Okay.
character, like kind of the April O'Neil type news reporter character, Lena Riley. So she does a lot of the exposition in the books. So I also got these little proofs here.
That
I just
outfit's
think these
only
are
allowed
fun
in
to show
Colombia.
off. They're glossy and cool looking space battle in a nebula. This book's going to be a lot of fun. Also, fun facts about this book: it is edited by the legendary Mike Barron, and the
Yeah,
artist
Mike
is
Barron.
Okay. Name
yeah.
drop.
All right,
All
I
right,
got a question. I got a question for you.
go for it.
And I meant to ask this of everybody. I got to remember to do this. But I got a question. It's the number one question. You got to ask every creator. Uh why should anybody back this book?
Because it's fun. Every single person who's read the script told me it's fun. Like
Fun?
almost verbatim. Like they use the word like I had fun in different sentences.
Awesome. Nice. That's like a question people forget to ask. Like, why, when you got when so much other stuff to like back, why should people back your book? And every time I'm writing something or working on a project, I have to remind myself, like, why is it important that people read my story? Or like, what am I giving that's unique or interesting? It doesn't matter. Like, the question is, why should people be backing your story? So it's fun. It's a fun story.
The main draw I'd say is it's fun, but like one thing that I like, what I think I bring in my stories is what I like generally in fiction, is that I say I like smart dumb things. Like one of my favorite movies is Demolition Man
Yeah, I love that
Yes.
movie.
because it's the smartest dumb movie ever made.
That's
And
one of them. But yeah,
I like stuff that's entertaining but
Waterworld.
also makes you think. And I think that's the world of the story. The world is going to make you think. It's not on the nose. It's not preachy. It's mainly just a fun story. But you're also going to have some thoughts and it'll stick with you afterward.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Demolition Man is a great, great movie. It's a staple. It's like one of those like '90s staples. You know what I mean? You have to have watched it at the time. My kids have watched that movie. Like with
Yeah.
Waterworld, Captain Ron. There's all these like staples you got to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Demolition Man, other than being a parody of 90s blockbusters, it's actually very heavily inspired by Brave New World. So is the world that this book takes place in. It's also got a bit of Battlestar Galactica
Yeah.
thrown in there. You know, it's just it's a mix of all the sci-fi I liked, all the stuff that inspired my imagination as a kid.
I've been watching Babylon 5 recently. I've been rewatching Babylon 5. I forgot how like that show. I always thought of it as like, oh, it's a dumb like C-rated sci-fi show. No, man, Babylon 5 is good. It's a really good show. It's way better than I remembered it being. Like in rewatching, it's not Deep Space Nine, but in some respects, it's better. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? In the heart, like when it comes to the heart, it's better.
Yeah, it's also got a bit of Starship Troopers in there.
Oh,
Just
Starship Troopers is
Nice.
great.
I think the book's a lot better. You know, I actually read the book and saw the movie. It's funny to me that the director of the movie never finished the book.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it's a tragedy, really. Yeah,
Okay.
Heinlein's a great writer.
What kind of demeanor and interactions can you expect from this 3-man cell team? Like, what's their personalities like? Is there going to be a lot of butting heads, or do they just follow orders like robots? What's going on?
So there's a little bit of butting heads between Orion and Scorpion, the one on the right. Scorpion's physically the best soldier, and he feels he should be leader. It's kind of like Star Fox and Falco kind of relationship. I don't know if
Okay.
you remember the Star Fox team.
Yeah.
And then the one on the left, Sirius, he's his species, they're kind of like dogs, like their relationship to humans, they're like very loyal. So like he follows, no questions asked.
Okay.
So that's kind of the relationship between the three.
All right.
Guys,
Cool,
sign
man.
up.
Links
Yeah.
down.
I think I signed up for that.
Thanks for being here, RJ. We'll see you around.
All right, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Peace.
Yeah.